after leaving his job at Manchester United, Ruud van Nistelrooy will now be on the lookout for another managerial role, having become interim manager at Manchester United and won 3 of his 4 games in temporary charge, drawing the other at Chelsea. His only other senior management role was at PSV, where he won the Johan Cruyff Shield and the KMVP Cup in the 22-23 season. He said he had various offers, but would love to work in England or Spain, where he's played and speaks the language, because those experience will really help him. So we're going to look at some potential options for where he can move next. Starting off with Burnley, and after Vincent Kompany left Burnley to join Bayern, he held talks with the Championship side, but ultimately opted to return to Old Trafford as Eric Ten Hag's assistant, with Scott Parker coming in charge. Parker made a strong start to the season, but their form has dipped recently, with just 1 win in their last 5 games. While there's no prospect of immediately managerial change, making a change in the managerial offence could definitely reignite their interest in Ruud. Another Championship team is Coventry City. Obviously, sacking Mark Robins very controversially, and Frank Lampard's registered his interest and seems to be the current favourite, but the Sky Blues are yet to make a final decision, and Ruud could throw his name into the hat, and you'd have to say he'd be very attractive after what he's achieved. Moving on then to a high level, and that would be Everton. Sean Dyche is under a lot of pressure at Everton, with the Goodison Park faithful becoming increasingly disgruntled with his style of play. The Freaking Group are set to take over, and they could appoint a more attack-minded manager like Van Nistelrooy. A move would reunite him with Jared Branthwaite, who spent the season on loan at PSV a few years ago, with Branthwaite speaking very highly of the manager. Wolves are also a team who have been struggling so far this season. Despite Gary O'Neill giving a 4-year contract in August, he now faces an uncertain future. There is currently in the relegation zone and recently beat Southampton to finally claim their first 3 points of the season. Despite the huge win, I don't think he's completely out of the woods, is what some journalists has been saying. Another manager who certainly isn't out of the woods is Julian Lopetegui. David Moyes' successor has enjoyed a miserable start to the new season. The Hammers have picked up 12 points from their opening 11 games and are currently 14th in the table. West Ham expect their form to improve after the break, and if it doesn't, patience may run out and they could be looking for a change, and Ruud could step in. Ange Postecoglou is another manager who won quite a lot of plaudits this year, but so far maybe the season hasn't quite gone according to plan. His position at Spurs seems relatively safe for now, but if they keep on suffering disappointing results, like that one at home to which maybe he could come under some pressure, but you'd have to say maybe they go for more experienced names like Thomas Frank, Marco Silva and Graham Potter should they move on. But Van Nistelrooy could be a left field contender, and as he's admitted he likes to work in Spain, we thought he'd come up with a Spanish team. One is Valencia, who have made a terrible start to the season, currently bottom of the table, and controversial owner. You never know, it could be a bit of a walking into fire situation, but be interesting. Having coached at PSV and Manchester United, Van Nistelrooy could also join another one of his former clubs at Heerenveen, where he played 40 times. They're currently managed by Robin van Persie, but his first managerial role's got off to a poor start, as they currently sit 12th in the Eredivisie, including a 9-1 humiliating defeat. He's also been criticised for his tactical setup, so maybe they could turn to Ruud. And finally, a Scottish club, Rangers, obviously made a bit of a disappointing start to the season. They tried to sign Ruud, and despite rejecting the mood, he's since expressed his admiration for the Scottish side, saying the atmosphere is great, and you never know, potentially he could make a belated Ibrox debut, this time as a manager, if Clement doesn't pick up the form pretty soon. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.